I'm Sharice Nicole with Coco Fab TV. We're at the live auditions for Kelly Price's new positive reality show, Too Fat for Fame, and we caught up with R&B diva Miss Faith Evans, who shared with us her personal struggles with weight. And in defense of her friend Kelly Price, she reminds us that everything you see on TV is not always reality. How many of y'all are Faith Evans fans? A few people? Only a few people? Okay. Well, the only way to know if you're a Faith Evans fan is if you can sing this. I never knew there was love like this before. The beautiful Miss Faith Evans. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm happy to be here to check out the talent coming through and to support Kelly.
Contestants are coming out and they're really excited. Some of them are really overwhelmed emotionally.
I mean, I think that's the beautiful thing about about what Kelly decided to do. To provide a platform. Because and I'm like, it's a no-brainer. I mean, especially with her having had to go through that struggle and still being here, still being relevant, still being, just the what I'm saying? She's still Kelly Price. And I think that was just very noble of her to not really be afraid to reach back into that realm. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, I'm not looking back type of thing. It's like, you know what, you can do it. And it's about providing that encouragement. Sometimes when people look up to you, you never really know how you touch people. And for some of these people, whether they make it on the show or not, just being able to be here and see some of these faces, and get some feedback is, like you said, it's priceless.
And I know about all your faithfuls. They follow you like crazy because you are inspirational as well. I mean, you've been very open in your book and in a lot of interviews and in your music about the things that you've struggled with and overcame and the triumphs. So are you able to relate to the contestants in any way?
Absolutely. I mean, and even with the weight thing, don't get me wrong, it's crazy because, when I first got my deal, I had just had a baby like less than a year before. So, I mean, my main concern was, I got to look better than this, But, it wasn't something where I had it stopped me from getting a deal. I think I was definitely very much lucky and blessed in that sense, because even though I may not have been considered morbidly obese, but I've yo-yo between all my children. I always put on 70 to 75 pounds when
Girl, amen, girl. We know a lot about that.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I've never, to be honest, there probably were times when, Pup and them might have wanted to be like, well, she got to lose some weight. It never got to me that way. Luckily, I finally got to the point where I knew I wanted to be my best. It wasn't because of pressure from anyone else. But I can't say that I never felt that. I look at photos and like, okay, I wasn't at my best. So, in a nutshell, it's not so much about being a certain size. It's about being at your best, because I'm still not at a weight that people would be like, oh my God, I'm not.
Oh, you look good though, girl.
I'm very happy with, I'm happy with me. I'm happy that I get up and work out and I feel good. Whether I'm a size 10, whether I'm a size 8, 6, which I probably will never be again, but but I'm good, I'm happy.
Well, isn't that the most important thing, to be happy with yourself?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And you know what, I would love for you to give us a little insight on Big, because he was notorious B.I.G. He was a big guy.
Yeah, and he wasn't trying to be anything else either. I don't think we would ever call him on a diet.
Okay, I was going to ask, was there ever
Szechuan pork and stuff? He used to send me to the Chinese store to get some shredded Szechuan pork.
So he was never like, I'm trying to lose weight, I'm trying to...
No.
All the way happy with him.
I can't say if he was still alive, because who knows, he might have moved to L.A. and nobody can live in L.A. and not get into fitness. So
there is no fried chicken in L.A.
I doubt that. I doubt he would have ever been an L.A. resident. He was Brooklyn for life.
Well, that's a statement to why this show is important, because it's all about being who you are, being your truth, being happy with who you are, and people will love you for that, no matter what.
And always trying to be your best. and that's not for someone else to determine, but the pressures from outside can certainly lead you to come to that conclusion. You know what? I'm really not at my best. This ain't about what they're saying, but you know what? When I really look at it, and my best may not be what they're saying it should be. You know what I mean? So I think that is a very important element in what we're doing.
And last but not least, could you tell me what does your friendship with Kelly Price mean to you?
Oh man, it's so crazy because I kind of knew Kelly and felt like I knew her from afar because when I used to sing in church and she was still singing with her sisters, I used to go to this church in Brooklyn and they would always perform at the concerts. And I was just like, oh my God, they can sing. So when I ended up being the church girl with a record deal and then later on seeing her sing with Mariah and she had her deal, I was like, oh, I know her. Like, we ain't really know each other like that, but like,
know from around the way.
She used to see me sing in church and I was like, but I was just, a little shy. They used to sing. I was just a little shy girl singing with my friend's family, but it was just really a proud thing to see her, be able to, not and she hasn't done anything different. She's still in church. She still go to church every Sunday, when she's home, and the church is still in her heart, and she's still just like myself, very much respected in the gospel music world. So it's just I was proud to see her make that transition and make a mark in secular music, in R&B music. And and now to still see her and to still have an actual friendship where I can say I know her. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing. I'm proud of what she's doing. I'm proud of what she's still yet to do. And just to kind of speak on the character of her, I will just say this much. I know there's been so much like being said about her in the media based on things that people see, but I said it in one of my songs, everything ain't what it seems just because it's on TV. And I'm not gonna get into the back and forth of it, but she's a great person with a great heart. And I can't say that I've ever seen that side of her that I've seen, so only in handling her business, which I'm led to believe that's what she was doing in that moment. So
Well, all of us have that side to us. Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest.
But I just, I'm like, I'm not about to even you ain't gonna set me up because you ain't gonna even see me do that. But I feel like she ain't see it coming. But God knows who she is, and I always tell her that it doesn't, it may be hard when it's happening, but you really can't be concerned about it. God knows who you are. You know who you are, and the people that love you know who you are.
Okay, I'm going to let them redeem themselves since y'all messed up the doggone Faith Evans song. You ready?
We ready.
Soon